toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to Vaught Hemingway Stadium, home of the Ole Miss Rebels. The Rebels will boot it away to start the game. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the UTSA Roadrunners offense will have the football first. Last time we saw these guys, it was a rather forgettable experience for this quarterback. He turned the football over, he got sacked. Just not a good day at all, Jesse.
Well, the defense was able to rattle him. They hit him often, they hit him early, they got sacks on him, and then he started feeling it. His eyes came down, he started floating the ball over the middle of the...
Breaks into the open. Touchdown, Roadrunners! Once he got some room, it was over.
That is how you make a quarterback look good. Throw it short, run it a long way. He gets all the yardage for that play. Start the football game, finding your playmaker, and your playmaker does the rest, takes it to the house, and gets this offense started out on fire.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Rebels offense will try to get something going with their first possession. And guys, we talk about how tight ends are a quarterback's best friend. Boy, this guy may take friendship to a whole nother level.
Yeah, it's so nice to have a guy that the size, the athletic ability, and here's why it's always so good. Jesse, what do you want to do, man? Put a linebacker on him, put a safety on him. Nowadays, these guys can win, and it just really makes offense so much easier to run, and it goes pretty smoothly.
Yeah, you're right. This guy is a matchup nightmare. It seems like every week defensive coordinators go in and they don't respect his athleticism, and it ends up burning them. They're going to find out the hard way today. If they try to play him and match him up with linebackers and safeties, this dude makes defenses look silly.
Serious arm strength on that third down pass, but it's incomplete. And the Rebels send out the punt unit. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Fair catch is signaled and made, and they'll go to work from the 27-yard line. UTSA takes over, and the offense ready to hit the field. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Got him downfield. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down.
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass. Really nice throw on that last play. Here in the second drive, he's firing on all cylinders. You can tell this guy did his homework coming into this game, and right now it's paying off.
And the Roadrunners want to crank the tempo. Leaves it with the running back. Finds just enough room to pick up a couple down to the 26. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. He's got it on the right. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
They're trying to throw the screen out to the receiver. The defense, though, having none of that. They are just too physical. They're too fast. They force a negative play.
A big third down coming, and hotty-toddy, gosh almighty, this crowd is ready. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure coming. The short hands, it's Sexton. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. And on fourth down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. And it slips just inside that right upright. And now the lead is even bigger.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. From the gun, the ground game. And he knocked him down after a gain of 3 to the 23.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. The play action fake. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man downfield. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Grabbed in the middle, it's Hamilton. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24.
Find my guys quickly, know my matchups, get them the football, and let them do the rest. So many playmakers now in football. I'm trying to get it to him as fast as possible so he can do that. Right after the catch, make guys miss, make beautiful plays.
That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
Good job reading the defense by the quarterback on that RPO. He waited to see how the defense was going to play the run. He saw defenders bite up close to the line of scrimmage, and right away he knew he had the slant throw right in behind.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
Defense has got to do a better job of crowning this wide receiver. They've got to know where he lines up each and every play. And then once he has the ball, they have to play with a sense of urgency and get Hats to the football. He's just way too dangerous in the open field.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Looks like he's going to try to return it. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. UTSA will take over in the offense, ready to return to the field. These teams putting up some early points, and now they have it back. Turning it on! He'll get it out to the 25, not bothered at all being backed up, and they've got a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give on the option. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Steps away. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off, and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. The Roadrunners will try to pin them back with the punt. First one of the day is on its way, and he's been sort of scarce around here. Only called on 1 time in that loss last week. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. leaves it with the back. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat line. They've switched into the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the second. Stuck with a running game on first down. Now here they come again. Keeps it on the bootleg. Moves away as he feels pressure. Quickly to the tight end. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
Well, I'll tell you, it's a nice job by the quarterback there. Of course, he's right-handed, but there he is scrambling and rolling to his left. It's not easy to be accurate when you're doing it, but he's able to put that right on target for the completion.
And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line. The Rebels have it with a 1st and 10. Handoff to the single running back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, good call by the defense there. They dialed up blitz into that running play, and the linebacker able to make the stop.
Off the bootleg, wants to throw it. He turns it loose to the left. He's got it along the sideline. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Got a man. It's Landry. Put it right on him. Sweet play. Good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. Back to throw. It's Strong. Takes a hit as he fires. Snagged in the middle. It's Landry. They make the stop, but man, this senior took one right in the mustache as he fired the completion. Wants to throw it. Caught near the sticks. It's Hamilton. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. And you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. And the Rebels trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal.
Here we go, here we go.
Touchdown, Rebels! Fit it in the window for the score.
And that's his 2nd receiving touchdown of the game. My man is just finding pay dirt. Tell you what, these are the kind of guys that you continue to feature throughout a game when he can do this kind of damage after he catches the football.
And he's going to bring it out. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. UTSA takes over in the offense, ready to hit the field. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Back to pass. Flips it out in the flat. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
You know, this linebacker is a special player because not only is he good making tackles in the open field, this guy can cover. And you saw a great example of it with that running game.
The Land Sharks circling. Crowd getting this defense whipped up on 3rd down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Lost one deep down the right side. Snags it inside the 20. Touchdown, UT San Antonio. He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
But it was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. From the gun, the running back has it. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for loss.
Back to throw, it's Strong. And he dropped it, just didn't look the thing all the way in.
You know, it's difficult for QBs sometimes when you're throwing to your running backs because they're not receivers. You really got to be perfect with the ball placement. You got to make that a catchable throw. A little bit too tough for the RB on that.
They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. They're in their own territory, but they are undeterred. 4th and inches, and they'll go for it. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the 1st down. The Rebels come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Pocket breaking down. Finds his big tight end. Dragged down at the 43, but they've got it in enemy territory. They picked up 10 and give him a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Got his man on the right. Past the 30. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's 1st down. They built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
Man, this quarterback is having a 1st half. He's over 200 yards already, heating up, setting up. Dude, this dude might break his career high in passing. I don't know what it is. Somebody get stats for him.
Punts it out of the air. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play, in prime position for a score. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can't pick up the 1st without scoring. Scanning the field, it's Strong. He got it. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. Got his man out of the backfield. And he was straining for the goal line, but the defense stopped him short. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Here we go, Zach. Touchdown, Ole Miss. Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. UTSA will take over in the offense, ready to return to the field. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond. Picked off! What a play to set him up!
Well, that's a huge moment here in the game at the end of the first half because the offense is trying to march down the field. They're trying to cut into the opponent's lead, but with that interception and with that return, the defense now, they've put their team in an opportunity to pad their lead with more points here at the end of the first half.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And they make the play and make sure there's not any scoring opportunity right here before the end of the half.
And what a great moment for that young man right there. That's his first career interception in college football. He's a guy that's worked so hard. He wanted to make an impact for his defense this year and comes up with a massive play right there.
Sweet throw and catch along the sideline. It's enough for the first down. And it's first down, but they'll try the field goal in the closing seconds of the first half. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. And how about this? They're going to send the kicker out there to try to put a thunderfoot into one. As someone once said, from way downtown, bang, outside of 60 yards.
Now look, you don't see kickers on highlight tapes too often. That 61-yard field goal is going to make every highlight reel in the country. Wow.
Just enough time for one final play of the half. Looking to throw, it's strong. Under fire. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. And the Roadrunners will boot it away to start the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They didn't, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football with that.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him, so I expect more of the same here in the second half.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. He's got his man across the middle. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. And the Rebels in a good spot here with 2nd and short. They're going to run it. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. After picking up a couple of first downs already on this drive, they'll snap it from close to midfield. Makes the catch. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down.
You know, the defense, they just haven't been able to find an answer for this guy throughout the course of the game. Obviously, he's got 2 touchdowns, picks up the first down there. They've tried doubling him. They've tried man coverage, zone coverage. Nothing working on defense. They can't stop him.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Off the boot, looking for his man. The sweet feet buy a little time. Oh, it's picked off. That's not the start they hoped for.
It's a good young lesson for all young receivers out there. Never jump up and down waving your hands trying to get the attention of the quarterback, because guess what? All you're doing instead is getting the attention of the defense. They're able to run over and get the INT.
Using the back as a receiver on the screen. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous, if you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. try to sneak it.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
They go to the ground.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
To the air on 2nd down. Wide open downfield. They make the stop at the 41, but it's a 15-yard pickup, and they're rolling with a 1st down. The Roadrunners have this offense rolling. Off-play action on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. And the Roadrunners headed quickly to the line. Leaves it with the back. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Quick completion to the right. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1. There's no need to panic or anything, but this would be a really opportune time to put something together and try to take control of this game.
And sometimes you just come out as the favorite, and you're a little bit flat, and you expect to win. And sometimes that leads to slow starts, but I think if they can get that passion, that adrenaline, they get a little fired up right here, I think they'll take care of business.
And they just got to make a play. They just got to get something positive to happen here, sort of wake them up, and then put another play back-to-back, and all of a sudden they get that momentum going. We know they've got the dudes. They've got the studs.
Touchdown, UTSA! And with that, they've got the lead here in the 2nd half. On to attempt the try.
And what a push up front by this offensive line. Everyone playing in unison, driving out of their stance, working into the 2nd level, hats on hats, creating a lane for that running back.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. To the air, it's Strong. Finds his man, it's Landry. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Looking to throw on 1st down. Pulls it in. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Now on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. It falls incomplete, and that'll do it for the quarter. We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this 3rd down play. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Picks up the 1st down, still moving. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
And for DBs out there trying to stop these short slant routes against man coverage, being physical is really key. You want to get your hands on the wide receiver and really try to disrupt that timing between the QB and his target.
I love when you sell the run like that quarterback did right there. Stuck it in the belly of the running back, pulls it out, runs the play action. Great job of confusing the defense a little bit, making them honor the run, and then throwing the ball in the lanes right behind them.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Almost a D lineman's dream, but he couldn't hang on. It'll be 3rd down. And Now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the second down misfire. Throws to the back. Got his man down the middle. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's first and goal from the 8. I'm sure they hope they don't have to exhaust all 4 downs, but it probably is 4-down territory as they look to take the lead with a touchdown. A first down run on the doorstep. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's second and goal. Tries again to get it in. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
All right, well, they've been trying to run the football to get it in here. You're right on the doorstep. I like maybe setting up a jumbo formation, maybe going play action, see if you can sneak a guy out in the flat for the score.
A huge chance for points here on third and goal, and if they can get it in, we might have ourselves a finish. And he can't find his man in the end zone as he was trying to pay off this red zone chance.
And look at the quarterback, look at the players on offense. They're over looking at the sidelines, begging to stay on the field and try and score this touchdown. They've been on the field for so many plays, for so long. When you've done all that work, you want to capitalize and you want to score it.
Touchdown, Rebels! Quick strike through the air for the score.
That is why timing is so important in the passing game. That is a critical fourth down. Down near the goal line, everything's going to happen quickly. It's got to be a great route. The quarterback has to get rid of it on time and make an accurate throw. 2 dudes on the exact same page coming up with a massive touchdown down near the goal line on fourth down.
Here comes the 2-point try. Looking for a man. It's Strong. It's complete to the right. He will be stopped short, and we are still tied here in the fourth. I can't imagine why they didn't just kick it and take the lead. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. UTSA takes over in the offense, ready to hit the field. They had to stand by and watch that scoring mark. It's up to them to find a way to answer it. To the air on first down. He's taking the shot. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Reads it, fires complete. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, give the defense credit on that one because they knew coming into this one, if they were going to try to get this receiver the ball in a variety of ways, they were ready for the screen there and create a negative play.
A big third down coming, and hotty-toddy, gosh almighty, this crowd is ready. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires left. Oh, they really could have used that patch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. The Roadrunners will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Fields the punt and tries to work it the other way. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. bunch formation for these receivers. To the air, it's Strong. Got his man quickly. Stopped at the 44, but he got 10 on the play.
And with that pass right there, over 300 yards. That's a good day at the office. Being able to execute, doing a good job seeing what's coming, anticipating, taking some shots today, but his hold really strong, put up some good numbers.
Finds a man in the middle. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give from the gun. Finds some fresh air. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18.
How about that for efficiency on this offense right now? 3 plays, 3 first downs. They get that one running the football. Great vision and open field running ability. Everything they're doing right now is working. This play caller is in a rhythm.
The Rebels will have it 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Quick strike complete. Touchdown! Ole Miss! And with that, they move out front here in the 4th.
Who can you count on those big moments? Who can make those big plays? Who do you trust? And they trust the receiver to run a go and to run right by the DB. He makes the play, breaks the tie, takes the lead for this football team.
On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. UTSA will take over in the offense, ready to return to the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. They'll start this drive with a pass. Here comes the heat. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding. The offense gets a quick timeout. At this point, every second is precious.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
Under fire. Just a hair too much on it from this big-arm sophomore quarterback.
And you just got to know the situation of the game, obviously. After that incompletion now setting up 3rd down, you've still got timeouts. You can attack the middle of the field. It's all out there for you. There's no need to panic. Because of those timeouts, you still have an eternity to get back in this game.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. Really nice job to get it past the sticks, pick up the first down at the 30. Wants to go up top on first down. Almost had the completion, just missed it.
Man, he was open, he had an opportunity, just got to look that thing. A lot of times guys are catching it, and as they're catching it, you see their head start to turn to try to think about getting upfield, and they just lose that concentration for a second. Little missed opportunity there for this offense.
Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. They're going to try to throw for it on 3rd down. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Trailing by a possession. They need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on 4th down. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
I like it. This defense plays aggressive on 4th and short, and they are rewarded. Figured they would run the football. They did. Nice job getting some penetration and stopping that 4th down play.
Oh, he's got some space. They'll make the stop, but that first down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. 2nd and goal for this offense.
Here we go, here we go.
Powers forward. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line and no farther.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line, goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right? But if it's not open, just throw this thing away. You don't want to take a sack, lose extra yardage here. Just be smart with the football.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
A stop and return right there, and that will do it. This one is in the books.